Hi, I'm Kane Lewis with OSU Extension, and I am be touring Spriggs Farm today. We are going to talk with a few guys and just hear their story, so stay tuned and hope you like it. Alright, today we are with Spriggs Farms, and actually it's known as Spriggs Pigs, right?
No.
Both, okay. I'm here with Jerry and Bucky, and we are going to do a little bit tour of their farm and how they've kept it afloat all these years. Jerry, when did you start farming?
Well, I started, of course, I grew up on a farm.
Yeah, grew up on a farm.
Yeah, and come out of from Vietnam in '69, and Dad said he'd had enough, so I started farming about 70.
And how many acres do you farm?
Well, we own 186.
186.
Yeah.
And you have pigs, cattle?
Cattle. Excuse me, corn and soybeans.
Corn and soybeans.
And hay, of course.
Is that what you've always done? You've always done that, or?
Basically. Yeah. Tobacco. Well, yeah, we used to raise tobacco.
When did you stop doing that?
When the government bought us out.
Fair
I
enough.
don't know what
30.
year that was.
31 years ago? I was
Well,
27.
I tell them what, it was 06. Because I took the tobacco buyout money
Yeah.
and bought a new tractor.
Bought a new tractor. That's awesome. So, how old were you when that happened, when you came out of Vietnam? 45?
I was born 40. No, hell no. 20,
He's 1864.
20, I was 23.
23.
23 or 24.
And you got, so when did you know that when you had all your children and you had this fine fella, when did you know that he was going to start helping you? I mean, you made all your kids work on it, didn't you?
Oh yeah, they all worked. They all did a good job.
Yeah.
The oldest girl, she was like a squirrel in the tobacco barn.
Oh, yeah.
She went right to the top.
Always.
To hang tobacco.
Yeah.
She said, no, I only have to handle every other stick.
That's awesome. So, how did you keep afloat all these years? I mean, there's got to be, had to have been some hard times.
Oh, they were.
Yeah.
They were. Had to rob Peter to pay Paul a long time.
I like that. I want to use that, Rob Peter.
But, I look back over it, I don't know how we accomplished it.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
My wife and I was talking not very long ago. We looked at how in the world did we ever do it?
Yeah.
Well, I was working public work
Right, yeah.
and come home, sleep 4 hours, and do whatever I had to do.
Yeah. I mean, you just love it, don't you? You love agriculture.
I love watching stuff grow.
Yeah.
And I'd rather raise corn 5 to 1 than soybeans.
Yeah.
But soybeans pay pretty good.
Yeah, soybeans pays probably better than corn.
Yeah.
Depends on what you put on your corn, I guess. But I mean, is it a good feeling seeing, Bucky's children, Lana's children start taking over and helping a lot more?
Well, like I said, I grew up on the farm, like I said
Right.
earlier. And I thought, and when I come out of the service, my nerves wasn't real good.
Right.
And I got back out on the farm. And it dawned on me that this is where you need to raise a family.
It is, yeah.
So, and we did.
So you think?
And the kids, sometimes they're just kids. They didn't want to get out, but they always did. And my wife, if I give them something to do when I had to go to work,
Yeah.
something needs to be done.
Yeah.
My wife seen that it was done.
Yeah, yeah.
So it worked out real good.
So you think family is one of the big reasons what got you through all these years?
A lot of it.
Yeah.
99% probably.
Yeah. And in Scioto County, 99% of the farms are generational. So it's people who's lived here for this, so many years. And I think that's a cool thing that we're going to show on, we're going to call this Life on the Farm. And it really shows that family is such a big thing. Switch it over. Bucky, like, when did you know that you wanted to do this? When did you know that you wanted to help take over the farm?
Always. I mean, it's all I've ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably when Dad went to work in Columbus, I raised tobacco here 1 year by myself. Well, I had help, but
Right.
Dad had work.
Yeah.
So, and we put up, we set it, cut it, hung it, and then Dad was on the upstrip, and then, but it's every day.
Yeah.
Every day. When I was a kid, I go to Dad, Grandpa's. That's
Yeah.
what we do.
Yeah. And it's a beautiful thing, even seeing your son and daughter taking an interest in it. I mean, is that hit you in the heart at all?
Oh yeah, yeah. If I can get them to it. So she's got volleyball today, so
Yeah. Well, I mean,
she's busy.
right.
So
They're still kids.
oh
You
yeah,
know what I mean?
oh yeah.
But when you see it, there's a big plan with farming. Every year you have your plan to get your soybeans in, get your crop in, but also there's a big plan in it. Like, some people really want to grow their farm, some people really want to just grow that year or stuff like that. So do you guys see yourself growing at all, or are you happy with what you have and you just want to be happy with what you have?
Take what we're doing now. I am.
Yeah. And isn't that so cool to think that it's been for, when did your farm start? What year? Do you know?
Here,
Yeah.
we bought this in 1974.
1970.
Yeah, 74.
Ain't that crazy that you've been here this long?
Oh
And
yeah.
have you seen all the changes it's been?
Oh my goodness.
I mean, heck, just across the road where your kids live. You know what I mean? Like, you probably want them to live a little farther, give you some privacy every now and then.
No. Sometimes it probably would have been better, but no.
Yeah.
I like it the way it is.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, this is it's a cool place, and I'm glad that we got to sit here and talk, because you never know, somebody's going to watch this video and be like, wow, these are some cool people and I want to be just like them. You never know, it can start it. But thanks for tuning in, guys.
So I marked this one as the second litter
Okay.
for that sow. The other ear, your left ear, is the identification. So this quadrant will be 6 and 1.
Right.
So this will be a 2, 6. So I know what litter this sow had. So this is number 2 litter.
Yeah.
And then I know what number this pig is, just by looking at the ear notches. So that'll tell me everything I need to know about the sow, and how many litters she's had.
Right.
And then what number pig she was when she was born.
Right. Now, what breed can you tell people?
This is a Hamp looking one, but this is actually a cross. And she is crossed, we got York in her and Hampshire in her is what she's got in it. So, but she come out looking like a Hamp, but it is a crossbred
And what are you going to do with these pigs? Why are you growing them?
to sell. These are selling pigs here. So I'm selling these for butcher hogs. The summer litters I sell for butcher hogs
And why do you have this certain type of mix?
because they grow really well. They grow really well.
And they have pretty good litter size, don't they, hamsters?
So far the Yorks, which she's a crossbred York.
Yeah.
She's a blue butt,
Right.
but she milks really well.
Right.
And that's why we want her to breed her, because she milks really well.
Right.
And then in the summer or in the winter time, I'll have litters, and they'll be show pigs.
Okay.
I'm selling them for reasonable price because everybody, you can't afford them.
Right.
But with a county fair, them kids ain't got that much money, so we're going to
Right.
work with them.
All right.
So.
If you like this video today, please reach out to me or OSU Extension Office, and I would love to go out to any farm in Scioto County and do the same exact thing. I love hearing the stories, so please reach out. Thank you.
All right. Driving. He's got a gut in him.